ESO recently put out a roadmap for 2022, and it has a lot of amazing stuff in it. We are going to a world we've never seen before. We've got some dungeons, we've got trials, we got new zones possibly. It's looking to be a great day and year for ESO. This video is going to be why I'm disappointed in ESO. All right, let's get started. It's had its ups and downs, but ESO is still, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best MMO for an all-around experience you can play right now. And you may be like, Parfax, that's a little bit weird considering the title of this video is why you're disappointed in ESO, and we're going to talk about that really shortly. Now, the reason why I'm disappointed with it, if you probably could guess, would be the PvP. Now, I first want to say that ESO's PvP is some of the funnest that I've ever played, and it has every sort of genre you could possibly imagine. It has your open world-esque PvP in Cyrodiil. It's not the full open world experience as you get into some other games, but it's really, really good, especially for an instance, quote unquote, PvP. It is absolutely a blast. It is the most open world PvP that I've had in an instance PvP area in any game that I've ever played. And then it also has Battlegrounds, which are amazing. It has a bunch of different game modes. It's a lot of fun. It's a great way to just pick up and put down a little bit of PvP if you're not really feeling about riding in Cyrodiil and getting zerged down by a bunch of people, you know, or anything like that. The Battlegrounds are amazing. And it has Imperial City, which is a great risk versus reward. I love the risk versus reward gameplay. It is some of my favorite. BDO didn't really have it, but it was probably my favorite open world PvP. But Albion was my favorite risk versus reward PvP. I love that, just, you know, that adrenaline rush you would get when you would get a big kill, or that adrenaline rush you'd get when you have a bunch of gear on you or stuff like that. It made it for very fun PvP. Having said that, that is the reason why I am so disappointed in ESO. ESO has done an absolute amazing job of really catering to the PvE audience and really the casual audience. ESO is one of the weirdest MMOs that I've ever played, and the fact that their community is so amazing, but when it comes to the game, it's actually kind of hard to find a tight-knit group of people that don't just play every now and again, or that a group of people that get in Discord all the time. It's actually extremely hard, and it's one of the most frustrating things about ESO in general, is every time I come back, you really struggle, and this is one thing that I've heard from many people, that you really struggle getting into that really group-type mentality, which MMOs really strive for. And that kind of throws me into my next thing, and it is there's no real competitiveness to ESO. Now, that is one thing I'm sure they've done deliberately, but it's something that really makes me kind of sad when it comes to the PvP side of the game. When they announced 2022's roadmap, I got really excited. Now, I haven't played ESO a ton in the last few months. I've been playing New World, been playing Lost Ark. I come back to ESO every now and again. There's Mid-Year Mayhem going on. You're seeing PvP footage of one of my games or two of my games while I was out there just messing around on one of my old builds. I haven't updated anything. It was just one of the old things that the last set that I had on my character before I logged off, before New World came out. But I was really excited to see what 2022 had to offer. And I'm not going to lie, I was really disappointed. It had a great bunch of PvE stuff, but they refused to give us any PvP really updates at all. And it really makes me sad because I talk to a lot of people and they're like, hey, Parfax, what MMO should I play right now? A lot of my buddies. And I'm like, I would want to say ESO because ESO, and they're very big PvPers, and they have some of the best PvP content, but ESO just doesn't care about it. It's really unfortunate. They could do ranked PvP. They could make an update to Cyrodiil. Cyrodiil is an issue. As much as I love it, there is just an innate issue with it. Either there's too many people or whatever. It just lags the server. I understand lore-wise, Cyrodiil is really how they wanted it to be. But let's be honest, it just doesn't work correctly half the time, or more than half the time. When it's popping, the server lags, and it's really unfortunate because so many people love that type of experience, and it's just really hard to get into it. And it's sad year after year after year after year after ZeniMax just says, We don't care about PvPers. You have PvP, go do it. We're just going to do the PvE stuff. And I understand from a point that, you know, they make more money from PvEers than they do PvPers. People might be upset that I said that, but let's be honest. You know, you have, I mean, there are some exceptions to the rules where there are some PvP guilds that have really cool, like, arena setup. But on average, they're going to make more money off of people that want to just kind of, you know, hang around, do some quests. They're more likely to buy stuff for their housing system. They're not really looking for that hardcore stuff because the hardcore gamers are just, you know, grinding or trying to just push everything for PvP. They don't have as much time for the casual stuff, which, let's be honest, the casual stuff makes them more money. You know, having said that, it would be really nice if we got some battlegrounds, if we got better rewards for doing battlegrounds, if they came out with a ranking system with, you know, you can have just a tip. It doesn't even have to be a whole lot put into it. You know, have a tier system. That way you don't have, you know, people like, I don't know, Deltia, or people like, you know, some of the higher tier PvPers. I know Fangrush hasn't played in a while, but Fangrush, you know, they already have a built-in MMR system to where they don't go as, you know, they don't go against as much the, you know, the newer players as possible. So they already had that kind of system in there already. Why not just put a rank on it? I know that does kind of get to the point where you start getting these longer queues, but you can substitute that by putting in lower ranked players in with the higher ranked players. That's perfectly fine. Give some nice rewards, give cosmetics for doing it. It would actually push people to PvP more often. If you had some really cool reward, it might push somebody that didn't want to PvP that much, be like, hey, look, you know, if I get to, you know, insert whatever rank, gold or whatever, it'd give me a nice cool costume. It may bring more players back. I know a lot of people that I talk to, they would love to come do something like that. And it's something that ESO missing. And give us more than just Imperial City and Cyrodiil. They're not working. Cyrodiil is it's one of the best experiences of PvP, but the server can't handle it. And when it comes to Imperial City, they keep trying to put monster sets in there, which they're doing again, but it doesn't generate that much pop. Now, when it comes to Mid-Year Mayhem, it can be an absolute blast to run through Imperial City. You have bombers everywhere. You have groups of people just trying to farm up their Telvar stones. People getting all their rewards at the Worthy. They're just getting so much cool stuff from it. It is absolutely amazing, and I absolutely love it. But that's only for, you know, a couple weeks a year is what we get Mid-Year Mayhem. Then after that, Imperial City is completely dead, and it's sad because it's one of the best PvP experiences, in my opinion, you can have in ESO. And how do you get people to go down there? I don't know. That's not my job to tell them how to get people down there. I know they're trying, which I guess is a way you could say that they are implementing stuff for PvP a little bit. They're just trying to nudge people to go down there, but 99% of the people that go down there are just PvEers. Give more rewards for people to go down there in PvP. I don't know, but it's the reason why I get so upset, or I get disappointed with ESO, because I think it is overall the best MMO out there. I may be a little bit biased because of how much love I have for the game, but it also makes me really sad because they have this complete untapped resource that they could have with, you know, some implementations of PvP, because there's not many PvP MMOs out there. And if there are, let's go back to BDO. Let's go back to even New World. Let's go back to insert whatever other than maybe like Guild Wars open world-esque PvP, similar to like Cyrodiil. It's very gear chase. Now, ESO has some of that. They have the champion point system, which is not that hard to get there, but you can even do no champion point system PvP. And then you have the gear, and the gear is a little bit grindy to get, but it's not the infinite grind of BDO. It's not how to get a pen in EDO. It's a lot easier to obtain the gear, and you can have different sets of gear that are very close to the very high sets of gear that don't take you that long to, you know, farm up or get the money to get. So it's a great system that they just don't utilize, and it makes me really sad. Well, that is the video, guys. I know it is just kind of a rant sort of, you know, talking style, but I just want to let you guys know that I still love ESO. It is still one of my favorite MMOs ever. I'm just really disappointed that they're not really taking advantage of a PvP crowd that is really just clamoring for an MMO to really sink their teeth into. And I think ESO is really missing out on that big PvP crowd that they could be getting. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We put out videos just kind of randomly throughout the day. I know we're going to maybe try to get back on a better schedule. We've got, you know, New World videos we've put out. We have Lost Ark videos we've put out. And now's an ESO video. I don't think I'm going to be putting out a whole lot of ESO content because we're really playing more New World and, well, mainly Lost Ark at the moment. But if that changes, you guys will be the first to know. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.